Hi, the purpose of this video is to show you a slip-on that I bought on AliExpress for my Kawasaki Ninja 1100 SX. Now this slip-on fits the Ninja 1000 from 2021 up till now, the 1100 2025. It has a removable DB killer, um, and it has also the pipe to connect it to the original breadbox of the Kawasaki. So I did buy this exhaust can, this slip-on, because I find the original exhaust can really too big and bulky. It's not nice to look at. But I didn't want a louder exhaust. I wanted something that was still not loud. Now on the Ninja, it is in fact the bedbox that softens the noise the most of all. Um, I didn't want to pay the price of more than 500 up to 1000 euros of the more mainstream slip-on cans. So I paid 71 euro plus 43 euro shipping. So that is quite cheap. I will show you around the bike after I mounted the system. It is a lot smaller than the original one, and I like it. Now, it won't hurt the performance, but it won't improve the performance also because, to be honest, on a Ninja, you have to put a complete system on and do a remapping to get some performance uh, betterings. So this is just for looks, and I think it looks better. So I wanted to do a weight measurement of both systems. Just to know what I could win on weight savings. So first I'll put the original one on the scale, and that gives us a whopping 5.2 kilograms. It's really heavy, really heavy. And then that AliExpress one, which is a lot smaller and lighter, of course. And that gives me 1.5 kilograms. So overall, I won more than 3.5 kilograms here. Well, that's not bad. Next, I want to look at the loudness of the bike. Just have a look at the plate, and that says it is 91 dBA at 4500 RPM for the original can, which is how it's homologated. Now, the idea is that I don't go too far above that with the new, smaller one. So the setup I made is here visible. I put a decibel meter at around 50 centimeters, half a meter from the end of the exhaust can, and that at a corner of around 45 degrees. And we'll do some measurements, first original and then the other one. I'm just curious. The decibel meter will be set to hold its maximum values. I first let it idle, then I'll rev it until 4500 dB, and then I give it the beans just to see the maximum levels. So that will give us an idea of the 4 levels. So first we do the original exhaust. Now that gives me 80 dBA at idle. Next, I'll rev it to 4500 decibel. So I'm curious. So that's 40,500, and that gives us just above 90 decibels, just like on the the plate which says 91, so it's really close. The measurement is accurate. So now I give it the beans just for the sake of it, and that gives me a maximum decibel just to have an idea. That is the original can. So that's it. Now the idea is that I'm gonna remove the original can and just for the fun of it, do a measurement without a can. So I just would want to know what the end can in fact does and how it's like without the end can. So removed it and we'll go on. So just like before, I'm gonna do a measurement at idle. Then I'm gonna rev it until 4500 RPM, and then I'm gonna give it the beans. And we'll see on the decibel meter for those three situations what it will give me. Um, I'm curious. Without can. So at idle we have around 89, 90 decibel. Which is a lot louder, of course, than with the can on. In fact, that 90 decibels is normally the loudness if the can is on at 4500 RPM. So now I rev it to 4500. And you can see without the can at 4500 it's 96 decibel. And now I'm gonna give it the beans. So that's not much louder than with the can, in fact. That is interesting. Okay, we're going to the next stage. I'm gonna mount the AliExpress can, and then we can do some measurements. What this will give us. So I'm very curious if it won't be too loud, but I am quite confident it is not. But we'll see. So here you see me mounting the can. It is not that difficult. It's just a bolt up there and then a bolt to put it on the bread box. As you can see, that can is a lot smaller than the original can, and I'm quite happy with that because for me that was the whole idea to not have that big box there. I really didn't want the bike to be louder, and I don't want to have more perform. I want to have more performance, but that was not the idea. I didn't want to change the bike's performance or so. It's just for the looks, and I think it does a good job at that. As you can see, it isn't all that difficult to change exhaust cans if needed. For example, if I would go to Germany to the awfull ones, I would put the original can on just not to get in trouble over there with not EC conform products. I think I can change that can in 10 minutes, to be honest. It's really, really easy. So now we go to the measurements. Again, I'm first gonna measure at idle, and we can compare it. Then I'm gonna rev it to 4500 decibel, and I hope it won't go above 91 decibel as on the tag plate. That would be great. And then we'll give it the beans just for the fun of it. So here you see the decibel meter still in the same place. I never replaced that. So I'm gonna reset it to start the measurements on this AliExpress can. So as you can see, this is at idle, and we have just above 80 decibels, which is almost exactly the same as the original can. It just is not louder. So for people searching for a louder exhaust, you really should go with another can. You should go with a complete new system. But I'm happy. I'm happy it isn't louder. So now up to 4500 RPM. So I got just above 90, so 91 decibel. I went above 4500 here, so 91 decibel will be it, and that is exactly as on the plate. So now we'll give it the beans just for the fun of it. And as you can see, the things aren't just louder. So for people searching for a loud exhaust, this isn't what you have to do. You have to remove the complete system. But I'm happy. It's good. I have better looks and the bike still isn't. So the next test is what about the panniers? My Kawasaki Ninja is a tourer version, so I have the original panniers on it. And I want to be sure that there is enough space between the exhaust outlet and the underside of the panniers. So here you see me mounting the panniers. Now, just to be honest with you guys, normally this exhaust sits a lot higher. I made an in-between piece to get it at a less sharp angle so I could get some room. And as you can see, I have enough room between the pannier and the AliExpress can. But as I say, you see that in between piece there in stainless steel that I made, because otherwise it would tip upside and come just under the pannier, which isn't good. So I show you a picture of that piece that I made myself to lower the exhaust. So this is the stainless steel plate with two holes that I made to lower it. A final thing, the end can came with a sticker with the brand on, but I removed it and I changed it for a Ninja 1100 SX sticker that I made myself. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if there are any questions, you can put them in the comments below. I'll have a look at them and I'll answer them. Thank you and goodbye.